Hello, hello. Trying to make sure I have everything working because I'm on the computer I'm not usually on. Hi, I don't usually sprint from in here. And I'm sure Freya will be all over me. Hi. I don't really want to encourage you to be on me. Hi. Okay. 1, 2, 4. Make sure I have enough. 6. Okay. Make sure I grabbed enough bookmarks. Yeah? You want to just show your butt to the internet? Because that is what you're doing. Okay. I should probably turn my video off as I'm doing all of this, but you know. Hi, Freya. Okay. So which book should I start with, ma'am? I feel like I should end with the darker ones. Or the lighter ones. Nope. 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 Should we go oldest to newest? Thank you, Freya. Okay. Freya, I'm trying to find a Pomodoro timer that isn't AI. What do you think? Yeah? You think? You think so? Okay. Well, I don't. I can't do Pomodoro Kitty because you freak out. Why? What? No, I don't think it. No. Mm. Can I change the colors? No? Okay. Alright, Bray. Let's read a chapter. Try a chapter. Mm. Let's go. Okay, that was just enough time for me to read those books. And I still don't know how I feel about any of them. Hi, what you doing?
Getting something to listen to that.
I'm on sprints. No one's here, but thanks.
Oh, sigh!
Ow!
Love you.
Love you too.
That's mom.
Thanks.
The sentence.
I hope someone watches these later and sees you doing that.
Wait, what?
Hi. I just did my Traya chapter. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Joe left when Mario was over. Tyler, did you guys watch Lego Master?
Mm-hmm.
They went and watched Lego Master. Whoa. I didn't even know I could go full screen on here. But yeah, I read. How many books did I read? 6? And I still don't know what I want to read. Okay, let's see. Burn Down the Master's House, which I just read the prologue of this. I didn't realize it's like a bunch of different stories. So, like, the first chapter is like 77 pages. So, I will get to this, but not right this moment. The Faceless Things We Adore. I'm just obsessed with this cover. And the end pages. Oh, thank you. I got my nails done when I was with my mom. Good night. You don't need to whisper like a creep. Good night.
But I am a creep.
Okay, stop. Tyler, stop it. To be 12. Anyway, yeah, I'm obsessed with this. Definitely feels like it's going trauma based, and it is. So we'll see. Thank you.
It's Joe. It's Joe.
Oh my God, you both. Can you shut that door and turn this fan down?
Greatest husband in the world.
Joe, Allie's listening to you sing. Not that you actually care.
That better?
Yes, thank you. Oh my God. Okay.
Shut it all the way. Or you want cats to harass you?
No, just thank you. I mean, I think I'm silly, but I'm the least silly in this house. But I don't know what that means. Oh, greatest husband in the world. Please. Joe says that every day. And I tease him because the bar is on the floor because I was not raised around anywhere near a good husband. Anyway, and then, oh, I did How to Commit a Post-Colonial Murder, which I'm just obsessed with the size of this book. It's like a little, I have the regular book. But it's only 200 pages, so I really liked it, but I can tell it has a bunch of different characters, and so I'm gonna wait to read it until I can just sit and read it all in one sitting. But I'm really excited. And I just realized that, is this mixed media? There's just randomly... Oh my gosh. They're almost like Cosmo quizzes throughout this book. So, like, how do you deal with a broken heart? Do you have what it takes to kill? Okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna read this, but not tonight. Okay, and then I read Spoiled Milk, which I'm so excited for. And I really, really liked the writing. I'm also obsessed with, like, the purple. I do not. Freya, stop it! My house is not usually this chaotic. Yeah. No, me neither. Unless it's, like, really, I don't know, rage. Yeah, this is Freya. She loves like a Zoom call or like anytime I'm talking to my camera. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with this book design. But I really liked the writing. But I feel like the chapter, not that it was long. Oh my god, it really wasn't long. It was 9 pages. But again, I don't like to read many dark things at night, but I really liked this. So I think this is what I'm going to continue with tomorrow. And then I read Little Rabbit, which I liked. Very much reminds me of Lester. You should, because it's so pretty. But I'll let you know what I think of it. I think I'll finish it this weekend. But this one very, very, very much so far reminds me of Lester. She's not... Like, the first chapter is pretty short. It's on Hoopla, if you have Hoopla. Or at least my library has it as an ebook. But, yeah, it was 6 pages, but it just reminded me of, like, her being, like, heady and, like, I'm so smart, and he just, like, is doing nothing special but being, like, kind of a jackass, and she's, like, falling for it. But I will say I have a very funny bookmark. It's from the Kinsey Institute, which, if you don't know, studies like human sexuality, and I almost went to grad school there, and so I have a lovely phallus bronze casts as my bookmark for that one. It just felt right. I do think I'm gonna like Little Rabbit. I listened to Lester, so that's how I know this is on Hoopla, because I was looking for the audiobook and I couldn't find it, and I think I'd rather listen to it, but it'll read pretty fast. It's only 240 pages. So, I'll read this too. And then I read For Human Use. And this is definitely what I'm going to keep going with tonight. Because I'm just so interested. It's so weird. And I'm obsessed with this cover, so it better be good. I wish I had like a hardcover with like rainbow edges, but you know. I feel like everything else was like slightly weird, or I knew it was about to get really dark. And this is just goofy and weird. I will I'm very curious. The first chapter it doesn't go into much, but he does like ask, he's like, do people have sex with these? I just can't imagine that people want cadavers. Like, I don't know. I don't want to spend time with a human body. Like, that's, but I don't know. It says it's horror rom-com, so I wonder if she's Irish, because the blurbs are from Irish people. Also, Freya, do not come. Joe just brought me ice cream. Mint chip. Nice and green. But I like my ice cream to melt a little bit. Yeah, these are definitely all Irish people. Although this, I think, is in New York. Did I just misunderstand it? University of Chicago. Yeah, I think this is in New York. Although Well, it didn't really say. Oh, yeah. Manhattan. Okay. Thank you. I was giggling at this one, though. And so I feel like, I hope, are all the chapters? Oh, the next chapter is 2 pages. Not even. Oh, interesting. How many perspectives is this? A lot. Some of these are kind of long. And then others are really short. Never mind. Okay. Oh, another perspective. Okay. So there's at least 3 perspectives. Interesting. Yeah, same. It's quite long. 428. But it does read fast. And seeing that like many of the chapters are just like a page and a half. Oh my gosh, another perspective. Okay, there's at least 4 perspectives. So the ones that I know of are a guy that works for the investment firm that's like investing in the cadaver startup. And then Auden is the guy that runs the startup. I don't know who the other characters I saw are. So now I'm like really interested. Not that I wasn't, but I think I might try to read. Can I make it 100 pages tonight? It's already almost 11. Maybe. I mean, if it keeps going, that's crazy. 97. I might be able to read 70 pages tonight. Especially, yeah, that's like, there's no numbers on the chapters, but that's literally like 100 pages is like chapter 15 or 20. So I think it'll go pretty fast. Okay, never figured out if she's Irish. Hailing from California, so no. She met her husband on a dating app. Interesting. She looks like a New Yorker. What does this do? There's like a bunch of new... Oh, interesting. A bunch of new features now on my... I don't use StreamYard, but on the one that I use, so that's interesting. I just haven't been on here in a month. I did, while I was gone, and right before, because I went to some shops, I had got, like, a lot of new books, but I told you, I got Foxy. I need Joe to read it. That's why it's not on, well, none of these are on my bookshelf, been put on my bookshelf yet. But I agree, it's so small, but I don't know. It was exactly what I anticipated, I guess. But I loved it. It's just so cute. And I'm obsessed with this color. But I'm trying to see if there's any other ones you would know of that I got. I got an ARC of Legendary Forever at Drive-In, which I'm really excited for. It's already out. They're interconnected. I think it's YA. But interconnected Indigenous short stories. But they had an ARC in my library. Oh, these were the 2 books I was going to make sure I showed you. I think these are it. I don't remember if I sent you a picture of this, but I feel like I don't know. I got this in Portland. Because I have looked for it all over by me and couldn't find it anywhere. And then I found it in Portland, and then I found, where is it? On a table, a signed edition. So I got really excited. But I'll be reading this in May. And then I also got this book, which, have you seen this? I found this, that was also in Portland. Went to this bookstore called Mother Foucault's, which I do a lot with Foucault, and so I got really excited. But the bookstore overall kind of let me down. But I was like, this is like, it was a used bookstore, and they had very few like new things at all. And then I saw this, and I was like, okay, this is like my childhood dream come true. And then when I was reading on the back, it lists the authors, and it has Rachel Yoder, who wrote Night Bitch, but also Kai Cheng Tom. Oh my gosh, all your comments just came in. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, right? And I was like, wait, they're new. And this is from 2025, I think. Yeah, 2025. And it has a ton. It's like short story. It's an anthology, but it's like short stories and like poetry, and like these are all the things. I don't know. But like, let's see. In this collection of manifestos, poetry, playwriting, and prose, the archetype of the witch is honored and unpacked, poked and prodded, owned and othered. From work centered in antiquity to writing that illustrates how primordial occult energies continue to enliven our world today, witch lays bare a wilderness of myth, magic, trickery, and power, swarming beneath the surface of contemporary life. I don't know. I think a lot of it'll be maybe a little much for me. Oh, I wonder if I can find the audiobook, because I actually do really like listening to people, like, especially like poetry. I just saw the word cocktails, like, not the word, 2 words, cocktails. So, in the same story that says, that has Hail Mary, full of grace. So this, yeah, I don't know when I'll read this. Again, let's see if I can find the audiobook. Yeah, same. Usually, that's a whole weird topic for me. I went to a presentation once on witches, and it was a bunch of people who like study witch and witchcraft in like various ways. So like one person was explaining the historical context, one person the African context and stuff. And they are coming out with a book, but it's taking forever, and I'm still waiting for it. The Tales of a Cock. I don't know. I didn't actually click much into that. I wonder if it's on Libby. I don't pay for audiobooks really ever. Nowhere near on Libby, although this author has interesting books that are all described as strange. Oh, she's a poet. Interesting. What an interesting person. Okay, and then Hoopla, and then I gotta get to reading. The Tales of a Cock makes me laugh. Thank you. Oh, a lot of her books are on Hoopla, audio and ebooks. No, Freya. Although, not this one, of course. Cool. Witch. Keep typing watch, like witch with the O. I wonder if this even exists as an audiobook. Nope, I don't think it does. All right. Yeah, I think I've only paid for one, and that was Dark Matter because Joe and I were listening to it on a road trip. I think. But I also have been debating on it because I used to have Everand when it was Scribd and then a little bit into Everand, and it was so great, and then that wasn't. And then I also used to have Spotify, and so I'd get audiobooks on there, and now it's just library for me. Can you please, ma'am? But yeah, I don't know when I'll get to this. Or, you know, any of the other. I got like 5 anthologies. I also found Move, and also inspired by you. Let's see if I can. I have my pile of new books here, which doesn't really make sense to do, but you know. Oh my gosh, should not be this hard. I got Victorian Psycho at the same bookstore, used bookstore in Philly that had Little Rabbit. They had this, which I think is the UK edition. Yeah, it's, or at least the European edition, for $4. And I was like, that's a new book. So I got very excited. It's also never been opened. So I will also be reading this sometime soon. Did you both like it? Oh, Dark Matter. Is this about Dark Matter? I feel like it should be. Yeah, I agree with Emily Fox, who calls Blake Crouch dad fiction. But yes, we liked it. It was actually my second time reading it. I read it years ago. But I read, what's his book? Recursion? Excuse me. I read Dark Matter, something else, and Recursion. His earlier ones. Well, not really, because I didn't read his Pine series. Yeah. Was it just Dark Matter and Recursion? Because that's kind of funny, because I swore it was another one. Well, maybe it's just those two. I guess it was. But Recursion I read in one day and, like, loved it. And then I made Joe read it. And he liked it. And oddly, I think that was around the same time that I read To Be Taught If Fortunate, which I know you were reading, and I have a feeling you didn't love it as much as me because I couldn't put it down, and I read it back to back. Like literally in the same day I read it twice. But those were like in the same month or something, and I was like, Joe, here's another book you have to read in one day. So for those books are always like permanently attached to me, but I don't even remember much of what it's about. And I have, I'm trying to see, I don't think my TBR, like books I haven't read shelf is over there. And I think we got rid of the Blake Crouch book we had because it's also Joe's TBR shelf. But I have Upgrade as an ebook and I have never reached for it. So clearly not calling me too much. No. No, he is not. Joe likes to read and really does a good job of listening to audiobooks. Like so we drive, so we live in New Jersey. We usually drive at least once to Nebraska every year. So that's a 22-ish hour drive. And we usually do it together. So that's when we listen to audiobooks. Like, I save certain books for, like, the two of us to listen together. And then we drive to Cincinnati, which is, like, a 9-hour drive for Tyler's doctor every 3 months. And sometimes we do it together, sometimes we do it separate, but also that's when we do audiobooks. But I also challenged him 12 books. I found 12 books that like, or maybe it was six books I wanted him to read this year, and then I wanted him to do the James Baldwin read along with me, and he hasn't done any of them. Last year he maybe read like 3 books, but he also has like okay, Freya's literally right in the way. Hey, move. I know. There's a stack of books next to his bed of books like he's started, and like most of them are nerd books, so he'll read like a chapter and then be like, okay, I need a break. But one of those is Kiss of the Basilisk. No, whatever. Split or Swallow. And he has that, which he has enjoyed when he's in a silly, goofy mood and wants to read. Yeah. For most people, we know it's a lot. We did like a 45-day road trip for our honeymoon, and like we do well in the car, so we don't really care. And Tyler doesn't care because Tyler just zones out with tech. And when we go through mountains, we all get car sick. If like we're all car sick people, so then we just put an audiobook on and like power through. But can you not? Like, what is wrong? You want to come up here? I don't think you could drive in Hawaii for 21 hours. Girl, please. She gets attention all day long. My camera roll is like just pictures of her. Actually, today's camera roll is like 7 pictures of her and 1 picture of our other cat, Rory, who is almost certainly downstairs in Joe's office with him. Hi. Yeah, it's because of you. Because you talked about the Lindsay's mom quote on the back, and I was like, we don't like buy things from Amazon very often, and I was like, Joe, we have to buy this right now. It's going out of print. Like, I need this. And then I convinced Sabrina to buy Kiss of the Basilisk. So I'm pretty sure she has that one. I'm sending you all the taquito softness. But like, I don't know if you can tell, but she's got like an eye issue right now, so it's a long story. She used to love Joe more, and then we got Rory thinking that, then we could each have a cat. And then Freya was like, actually, I like you more. And I was like, well, okay. And Rory's just chaos. Hi. But she's whoever will give her snuggles more. And since Joe's putting the eye drops in, she's like, yep, I want you. She's fine, I promise. She's also she's now a senior cat because she's 8. She's 8.5 now. Can you believe it? I can't. And Rory's almost 6, but when we got them, it still felt like old lady little chaos goblin, and it still kind of feels that way. Rory's chilled out a little bit, but what are you doing? She loves, also, you can't tell, I have like a pregnancy pillow, but it's not a pregnancy pillow. I bought it because it's a reading. Hey! See, don't feel bad for her. I can't keep petting you. I have to eat my ice cream. I got it because it's a reading pillow, and she loves it because then she can be right in my face. This is my food. Anyway, yeah. Are you gonna read Feast While You Can? Well, you can? Well, we can. Freya, she's in like a hunting pose. She is a princess. She's been this way since we got her. She's always wanted to cuddle, and like she thinks she runs everything. Girl, please. Oh, nice. What are you gonna get? I worked at California Pizza Kitchen in high school, so whenever you post that, it makes me laugh. Or in college? College. I love that I asked where you're gonna go, as though like I could just go there, despite you living halfway around the world from me. Oh my gosh. That's awesome though. I don't even know if there's one near me. I get their frozen pizzas sometimes. Excuse me. I met Michael Phelps when I worked at CPK. That was like a big deal. Oh, there's one at each of the big malls near us. So 20 miles away, 40 miles away, and I don't even know how far this one is. I wonder if I could convince Joe to go to California Pizza Kitchen. He'd probably be like, why are we doing this? Not that it's bad, just we live in New Jersey. Pizza is everywhere here. I never did, but I also was like big in swimming. Like my brothers swam at the Olympic trials, which is why, I mean, they were in my hometown, which is why I met him, but like I had met him and other swimmers before. I had other swimmers that I really liked and found hot, so I get it, but not him. He also like exclusively competed against my brother, not because of that, but like he competed against each of my brothers in their swimming, so I was like, I can't root for him. I'm looking up the guy that I had a thing for. I don't know that it's possible for any of them that look hot in person to look hot in a picture. He's a doctor now? Damn. They had a salad I really liked. That's what with walnuts. Yeah, he's not, I don't know. The doctor look just isn't as hot. I know, he can't really. No, he just looks like a boring white guy. Which, like, Joe always says he's the most boring of white guys. Which, like, yeah, but... Alright, let's see this one other one. What's really funny is I didn't remember. Yeah, sure. There's one other guy that I forgot about until I was just looking at their names, and his name is Tyler, which is kind of crazy because that's my kid's name. I don't know. Weird. But you enjoy your dinner. I'm going to read as much of this as I can. I mean, this isn't really sprints as much as this was at least try a chapter live and then we got to chat. But, oh, I should explain to you Pinocchio because it's really fast. I think it's fast. Well, so one night one Friday when I was doing sprints, it was me, Kat, I think Alicia was on for a while, and then Alicia left, and then Sabrina joined. And Kat was reading Pinocchio. I was reading Tradwife. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were the two books. But somehow we started talking about Pinocchio. Where we were like looking something up and then like somehow it like became that there's got to be Pinocchio porn. And so we looked into it and like there's like a classic film that is, but we were making like punny jokes about like the wood and like does the nose grow? It was something. Oh, no, because there was a Pinocchio graphic novel that's like Pinocchio the Vampire Hunter. And she made the joke about like his nose could always be a steak. And then that was like actually the plot of this graphic novel. And then it turned into like talking about other types of wood. And then it became like this thing. And there's like a long form, well, not really. It was like a Reddit post or something put on a website, but like this long thing about the Pinocchio porn film and that it's crazy. And it's still open on my computer. Like I'm 99% sure. I wonder if was it on this browser? No, it's not that. Let's see. I don't know, but like it's got an IMDb page and here, let me share my screen. Shit's crazy. Correct. Hang on, I gotta. Oh, it wasn't on here. Oh, so when you got bigger, I bet I can do this. So, yeah. Yeah. Whenever I find the long form, I'll give more detail next time. But yeah, that's it truly, like, we were laughing so hard talking about, like, it wasn't just Pinocchio. But reading the excerpts, you know what? I'll go back. Well, I know that I have it open on my other computer, which has been giving me fits, but I'll have to go back and find the sprints. And then if I can find them with the timestamp, I'll message them to you or something. Because it was like a good like 10 minutes of Kat and I like crying, laughing over Pinocchio porn, because it was also like the description of it, and like I don't know, it's a 1970s porn. Go on, get it. I will find it. It's really funny. Because I had like the thing pulled up just on the screen. That's all it was. So we could read it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end this because I want to try and read more of this tonight, but I'll keep you updated on this too. But enjoy your dinner date. Excuse me, Joe and I had dinner with Margot, so that was fun. Thank you. It's like almost perfect soupy consistency. But happy Friday night!